What is up, Internet? My name is Thomas. Welcome to Ice House Cryotherapy. Today we're going to be talking about cryotherapy and how it helps with the aging and beauty-centric area. We're going to break it down into 3, maybe 4 areas, depending on how you look at it. Those 3 being skincare, weight loss, and aging. The reason I said potentially 4 is because the first one actually breaks into 2 parts. So moving into here, our little cryotherapy chamber. The number 1 reason we age or have the appearance of aging in our face is due to poor circulation. I'm not the one who came up with that. That was done by professional skincare guys, dermatologists, or so forth. But basically, it's hard to get blood to the small veins in around the face, the capillaries as they're called. The great thing about cryotherapy is that it's just a whole bunch of blood flow. Literally, when you get in there, as you know, or might know, you're exposed to negative 300-degree temperatures. While in there, your blood is actually pulled from your extremities to your core in what's called vasoconstriction. And basically, this is why you have to wear gloves, this is why you have to wear shoes and socks, is to protect your extremities and keep you getting from frostbite. That being said, your body is not going to intentionally just give you frostbite. To combat it, it actually periodically sends the blood back out to your extremities and to other places like the small capillaries in your face. So it helps with blood flow in that process. What's cool about that too, though, is that while this is going on, while cryotherapy is going on, you're burning loads and loads of calories in your system, you're breathing a lot more, you're hyperventilating a lot, trying to really, basically, stay warm and stay cool in there. The point is when the blood gets pushed back out, it's gonna be full of nutrients, it's gonna be full of oxygen, and it's gonna be full of hormones, and it's gonna be ready to do the job that you needed to do, which is keep you looking young and fresh. So that's number 1. Number 2 of the same thing, both of these in the skincare area, is gonna be collagenase. Collagenase, basically, it breaks down collagen in your skin, in your muscles, in your bones, and things like that. And basically, norepinephrine, which is the hormone that causes vasoconstriction, which we just mentioned a second ago, norepinephrine actually inhibits collagenase. And I don't think I really need to explain to anyone that. If it inhibits something that destroys your collagen, heck yeah. So that's number 2. So we're done with skincare. Let's jump into weight loss. As I mentioned, your metabolism goes kind of crazy while you're in there. You're burning 500 to 800 calories over the 75 to 90 minute period after you get out. So let me actually reword that. You burn 500, 800 calories over a 75 to 90 minute period once you're out of this chamber and warming back up. Basically, it's the cost of keeping you warm. It gets to negative 320 degrees up to, or below, I guess you could say, in that chamber. And while you're in there, for the 3 minutes that you're in there, your body temperature is gonna get as low as 32 degrees Fahrenheit on the outside. Literally, a 1/5 to an 1/8 of your skin is gonna be pierced and just about frozen through. So it takes a lot of energy to warm you back up from all of that. But in addition to that, in addition to all the calories you're burning, you're also building more brown fat. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this, so I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown on it real quick. Brown fat, it's real simple. The only thing different from it and white fat is the fact that brown fat is mitochondria dense. And mitochondria is dense in iron, giving it a brown color. Now, I don't know if you guys remember what mitochondria does exactly, but basically, mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. It can basically turn fat and other things, but other things I mean like food, into energy for your body to consume. It's mostly used as a fight or flight type of resource, but low amounts of it has actually been linked with things like obesity and other things. And I've said this before, but cryotherapy is huge when it comes to weight loss. Like the studies are there. It's being looked at and potentially heralded as a major treatment for what is being called, and I've said these exact words as well, the obesity epidemic. So yeah, I'm just bringing you guys over here real fast while we keep talking. The last thing is going to be aging, and we mentioned a little bit how aging, or rather the appearance of aging, is mostly due to poor circulation. The appearance of aging and aging itself are 2 different things here, though. Aging itself is like a toll on the body, not just the face. And so cryotherapy too helps with actual aging. Basically through a paradoxical, is how they say it, environmental stress is what cryotherapy is, an environmental stress. And basically it's a workout for your nervous system. When studied, particularly on animals, unfortunately there are no studies on people right now because people live hella long, but fish that saw only a 6 degrees Celsius decrease in temperature were able to live up to 75% longer. They tested it on flies, they tested it on rats, they tested it on worms. I know all these things are like totally not people, but the lowest amount of like increase in lifespan they saw was like 20 to 50%. And this was the mice. And then what's interesting about that is these mice were also consuming 50% more than the mice who weren't, doing cold therapy. So the mice that were doing cold therapy, just to rephrase this, the mice that were doing cold therapy were eating 50% more food than the mice that weren't doing cryotherapy. What's interesting about this is that though they were eating 50% more food, they weighed less than the mice that weren't, and they lived longer than the mice that weren't. And what's interesting about that is we thought and still do think and believe that there is a relationship with the amount of food that you eat and the length of your life. And what I mean by that is that if you habitually eat less food, you are more likely to live longer. But that wasn't the case in the study. So it kind of a weird situation there, I guess. I don't know, scientists always coming up with new stuff, learning new things. I don't know. Anyway, that was 3 or 4, depending on how you wanted to look at it. Skincare, aging, and what was the last one, guys? Weight loss. All right, cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're feeling generous, and you did, drop a like on this guy. And comment below if you have a question. We answer all of the questions here at ISS Cryotherapy. And check out our description for more information. We've always got tons of extra stuff in there. And please subscribe. And hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, take care. Or ladies, actually, probably.